know that you have to be concentrated and be sharp to the end. That's second time. Newcastle, we had an injury time today again. And the game continues also after 90 minutes.
Was it a corner? I mean, looked from where we were sitting in the press box as if it might have gone straight over the bar.
Well, from the bench, it was clearly, in my opinion, not a corner, but I'm sitting far away from the situation. But you could also see it on the reaction of the players that it was not a corner, and the referee decided to give it. But yeah, I just saw it back, and it was clearly not a corner.
So close to that first week.
You can't get much closer, can you?
No.
Yeah, I can't remember feeling this flat after a game before. Just that one sapped us. You know, we needed to win, and like the coach said, we just have to concentrate for the full game. It wasn't a corner. You know, I was right there. I'm sure the replays have proved that, and the coach has said that already. So. But all that aside, we've got to defend, you know, personally got to defend the corner better, and as a collective defend it better. So, very, very disappointing, obviously.
You had a lot of the ball, particularly second half, where you looked like you're playing at a higher tempo and quicker. You're still really hamstrung by a lack of a penalty box predator, aren't you?
Oh, you could see today that we had some problems, especially in the first half, of getting into our game, and I think we tried to change that after about half an hour by getting Aziz more up into the midfield and playing with three in the back. Then we started controlling more the game, and with bringing in Jason, I think it went a little bit, or it went better. In the second half we had, especially the first 20-25 minutes, a good period. Then after dropped away a little bit down, back again. But then at the moment that Maicon scored the goal, of course, then we start leading in the first wing. But like I already said, it didn't happen, and it's very disappointing for the boys, especially for the club, for everybody, for the fans.
John, how do you deal with the concentration aspect that you mentioned a couple of times? You can't coach concentration. I guess you can only employ your players just to concentrate. How do you deal with that? Because it has happened in two games now.
Yeah, well, it's being sharp, being knowing that you have to make decisions at that moment. If you're thinking that it's going to happen, it will happen. But if you think positive and attack and defend on the way that that we really have to, seeing the ball and going for it and organizing and not only individual but shouting to each other and keeping each other awake, then it still can happen, of course, because it's football. You have two teams, but then it's less that it will happen because everybody's concentrated to their toes to really want to win this game. And I think at the end, there was just a little bit too much panic going on with what we saw. From nearby, the ball just went in.
Well, I mean, is the mood in the dressing room very somber right now? Like Clint said, he hasn't felt this flat after
I
the
think
game.
that's normal. I think if you play a game like this and you score just before the end of the game, you score the 1-0, and knowing how badly we need the 3 points, losing or it feels like a loss. Then it's everybody's devastated. That's I think is a normal thing in sport.
Given that, John, how do you approach training this week to get the focus back on for the next game?
Well, if you don't mind, I just think about how to get through this evening together with the boys, and from tomorrow on we have time enough to think about how we will work the next week. But for sure, we know we have to move on. We get a very difficult game against Adelaide, who got smashed, of course, against Brisbane, and they will be very sharp to prove that they're a team that's not that bad as they showed yesterday, of course. So we have to be prepared, we have to train, we have to talk, we have to get the moral again back ourselves, and prepare us for a very hard game what's going to come against Adelaide.
But objectively, John, I mean, you played Melbourne Victory off the park last week, and for half that game you played Sydney off the park. So, I mean, there's a basis there with a bit of luck for matching two of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, but that's we know that, but at the end you need results, and that's what now is the case. You got 4 games, 2 points, and you can't keep on talking about matching. It's not only about matching; it's also finishing and on the right moment. You have to be professional. Well, to avoid what happened in the last minute, and on the right moment you have to be there to finish it. And that's what we're there for on the park, and not just to match. We know that we have enough quality, potential, but it's about on the right moment being there at the right time.
You were linked with Dutch striker Jan Vennegoor. Is there any further movement on that?
Well, we had some talks, but nothing is going to happen with that. So there were some talks. I had a talk with the player, but he's not going to come, so that's for sure not going to happen.
You're still looking for a loan player, guest player?
Yeah, what I already said, we'll always keep on looking for players that can help us, even if it's for a few games where we're talking about a guest player or injury replacement players, because we have a few injuries in the squad. So that's something that is actually always going on. But for now it's not going to happen. So we're happy with Mike Conn, who came in and scored. We know that if you're coming from abroad like me, he came into the team actually quicker than we thought because of the injuries of Ellie and Alex. Alex is coming back, but he's still not, of course, really in his best form, and hopefully that will come as soon as possible as well. And Mike Conn has to slowly get into the way of play that we have.
That'll be a big boost for him though, irrespective of how everyone feels tonight. He will take something surely out of the fact he scored a goal and he's a striker, it will make him feel part of it, won't he?
No, that's true. The striker needs goals, and for him it's important to come in and score, and I think that's what he waited for, to make a goal, and finally he scored a goal, so hopefully he can take that with him and grow